3.4 million people in the United States have diabetes, and 1 in every 4 don't even know that they have it. Think about how all those people have to change their lifestyle to maintain a healthy body function because it doesn't happen on their own. Diabetes is a chronic health condition that results in the high level of blood glucose or blood sugar in the body, as stated by the CDC website. As you can see right here on my slides, a healthy human being, they consume the food and that gets broken down into nutrients and especially sugar in this case. The sugar gets broken down with the help of insulin, which is produced by the pancreas, and that gets converted into energy for the rest of the body to use. But with somebody who has diabetes, they produce little to no insulin, or it's not being used properly, so that leaves a large amount of sugar in the bloodstream, so there is no energy being given off to the rest of the systems or the body functions. And this can lead to a lot of other diseases and conditions such as heart disease, kidney disease, neural damage, even vision loss. So there are a couple different types of diabetes. The most common are type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes, also called juvenile diabetes or insulin-dependent diabetes, is rare and the most dangerous out of all of them, as stated by the Mayo Clinic. And this is an autoimmune reaction on the body. So what that means is your body attacks its own cells. So the insulin is being killed off, so there's no insulin left to turn that glucose that is being taken in into energy for the rest of the body. So as you can see right here on my slides, all that glucose is right here in blue, so there's no insulin to break it down into energy. So type 1 diabetes happens in about 5 or 10% out of the people who have diabetes, and it happens mostly in children, teens, young adults, sometimes even. And as for treatments for type 1 diabetes, it varies, but insulin has to be taken every single day because there is absolutely no insulin being produced. Insulin has to be taken either by injections or by an insulin pump daily. And that leads me to type 2 diabetes, and this is also called adult onset diabetes. And this one, still the same concept, as they still have a high level of blood glucose in the body. But with type 2, they produce insulin. They might produce a little bit, or it might not work as well, but they still do have some in the bloodstream to help break down that sugar into energy. Type 2, the treatments vary, but mostly it's just a lifestyle change. So they have to maintain a healthier weight, eat well, exercise. Sometimes they do need medication if it's a little bit more on the serious side, but as stated by the CDC, it's mostly just a lifestyle change that has to occur in the person. And right here on my slides, you can see type 1 and the difference between type 1 and type 2. So type 1, there is no insulin being produced, so that right here is just all sugar. And then in type 2, there is insulin and glucose combined in there, so it does break it down just a little bit. And right now, there are a lot of questions still in the air about how diabetes happens or occurs in the body and why there is no cure for it right now. But if you would like, you could donate money to the Diabetes Research Institute Foundation to help fund research and conduct studies on how it is being produced in the body and why some people get it and some people don't. So, thank you.